The agreement was signed in 2015, as we know it. It collapsed in 2016 and revitalized in 2018. This was meant to consolidate peace and security. But we haven't seen this happening.
Yeah. Talamal la to ko kuumɛ kiir mayardit chamal chejelok ko en male tange jen ku dakring machar gor jen mal dere tenene ba kiir la jala ni shangano telemishwale transitional government. In 2018 peace agreement man shall revitalized peace agreement jen a symbol jen ki dorme just bi yene jabang no te mal women ba telemal. So a symbol me she can keep something she can designate ke she can design no better tamo because South Sudan community became a cool mislate don't take a mal magor but tell a mal listen to kajadan balat gwadam biajeling gwadam.
That is why the incident of Nasser has sparked this level of political crisis.
Look, agent Jack dung riek ji to Nasser ko bebenon men namaling Native County and Nuer Nasser, Raja Chicken Lat Chicken, Kirjugono, Kira, Ko, Jin Kwar South Sudan, non unified force, national army, she can look what they less. Mishi Ote Dwardonian Mugor Keneja.
So, what this document does, it calls for government to sit back, address this issue through a political process, which is why it calls for security to be strengthened.
What security? Tell us security.
Electoral mechanisms to be supported so that we can have elections.
Now, tell me, tell me, shall I Queen Guinea 2026? Agenda ala Kira, ala Mellet Kenneth, ala me Jacken which Great Apnal State, Western Bargazalco, Bejek, or Gurkan or Shimal Cha Queen Gwyn charge a bullet. Gurkano bigger to Canadian one bigger support. But can hear they are defending lie. Lie me George, kite me George or Koganana, who can it defend? So, Michael Makuilo la Kanya Kajalo take a Muguamulat, but all of this they are propaganda catch provocated work. Okay, tell a Muguam the thing kind and the other conlat can young fine can.
Period. And indeed political parties that are signatory to the peace agreement were expected to organize themselves to participate in elections that were meant to have been held a year ago. However, one of these political groups, as mentioned, the SPLM-IO, refused to participate through the implementation of the peace agreement and instead insisted on running a parallel military.
Nana Kajame, Ikene SPLM-IO can recon a long mal. Na chicken ogwan come and to a Nasser. Nasser chicken request la chicken a look and coin and kill me yadi. Ikene SPLM-IO logoman. This is what chur thief la do la menge take a bear look bear guantong. This is Georgia long and Kajadan lat can go. SPLM-IO can recon a local mal. Ikene de loco by reptilize the peace agreement by the time. Can me Georgia day? Tell a talk at him. Now, Kai Kanaka already Georgia long, me Georgia long. Man, we mon, but there, not
civilians. So, the hostility that we have seen with communities is evidently supported by some of the partners to the peace agreement. That's why they have been influenced to attack military installations. And the remedy to this, as the continuation of the peace agreement calls for, is to emphasize on reconciliation, which is a reconciliation of communities as articulated in Chapter 5. So I thought that needed to be emphasized, that we are not referring to the collective as a community, but that communities have been organized, supported by SPLM-IO to attack military installations. So those ones, of course, are evidently hostile, and the government, when the implementation progresses, will engage them through reconciliation processes. I think the investigation has been adequately mentioned, and what we need to know as journalists is that there's a lot of information on media that you're already aware of.
gwa kuma kir mayardit malare kɛɛliw kai tele tong mleten ko kaneden konen kwa problem kwa orchestrated kane konen kwa ngwana kwa instigate ke talk obi korbedeten gwa de dan community measure ke jogo no yenno national unified force ke national army chikene look what do they expect anyok kalais ni chang teten enemy mete ka territory mala kana nyingi jikene chang so ka cha jogo no ko tam unified force lat ka je kwane no unified force logaje neme tactic kira no che gor no ba unified force ki national army ba jelat ko ngeje wa yelat betel jen point kir betel power ba tera ina ran jen lena ngoni ka kan pa dialati ki jong dialati wuti no e chi de jime defect e chi ne tege din e chi ne tege din o jen gor je kuumɛ kɛɛliw be power bo to gwat kel jen kwala shola centralized power ala power mo te gwa kel karwar bo consolidating teram beto rebel left so mishi wer le beto jin politician ke in community na be jagde be na ko right now already chay ngaju mon no kir is a killer naganen ware teram pala so ko kuja mo malat kira gwada me zero tele kan ka apologize they did not apologize tele mishi kanalat me de lar no kene de kabuno kene shika dweri kana tel dweri kana they are defending themselves by the way tele mishi kanalatan ano and gure shalke Dr. Lumoro shamijja kya shabalong niyo banwer ba ka categorize and wo en werite ko style ike friendly kantis kan were so rama moramate ramije and oder nas de level o style wulang akobo nyirol uror fangaga Europe kona ke panyejar ike kantin ten konen jek okay ke coastal county jaga mai wood ke lungu shu good lair mayardit coach kana mai yoman okay we to go ko ne ti jakan were ko naka ke gwit kana telamlar kana jalar kana no so they are happy they are not apologizing on my side ngaje gwanu tele dwer mi kana lar mendani kenlat anyok Dr. Lumoro mi yen wer goni no biya gwije puch and ram kel mi ne menwer en neme biya ngai de shanga ikene kontila na leskan wori dial chikan la no neme tactic me ban wer ba kan negeje chente man to ga fangak ba je nong deñ mi dile long ba na se ba nong deñ mi dile long lo ba kan na gole wal ne ti they are sitting watching my wood long chu good lair mayardit kojen mayom bit kan gwad mo kwan wer kwa la na ko kawi dang baro kan tin dang baro ya la ro go ke ka friendly ka government quick and know this is a tactic way of eliminating them later. So jana na gode nywa yakel. Please share it. Nywa ka niri kwa kian kashu paru jana subscribe. Yata kamal bye bye.